Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, the finale of this three-game. Nick Castellanos gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Randall McHenry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Randall McHenry.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Hey, stay hot, huh?
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A moment now from Yankee Stadium to take a look at Joe Girardi's starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He's been crushing the ball these last 10 games. In fact, 9 home runs over that span. That's an incredible run.
Randall McHenry gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Here's the 0-1.
Come on, big guy, get your
hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Right here, find the ball.
And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Steven Souza stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, just more fuel to the fire here. 2 more runs are in to score on the double. It's a 4-run inning now, and they're really starting to take this guy apart.
Martin Hamby stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Freddie Hammock strides forward with the bases juiced now. And a big hit here could really put this one out of reach early on. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-0 ball game.
If you want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher, give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Fly ball heading for the alley. McHenry on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple. Randall McHenry will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around.
You can do it.
On the ground to third. Taken in by Castellanos. A quick out number 1. Randall McHenry will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Let her rip.
Into the seats, 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Grounded to third. Castellanos is there. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Yankees leave them loaded, but they're still in control, 7-0. Into the box now, Randall McHenry. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Randall McHenry.
All right, one time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate.
Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Randall McHenry will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Hey, keep it going. Nobody better. Stay hot, huh? Hey, stay hot now.
That evens it up, 1-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Smiley comes set. Here's the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Tap fouled at home plate.
Come on, big guy. Stay hard up there.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3 and 2.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Hey, stay hot, huh?
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Valenzuela is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx with no score. Leading off the inning, Randall McHenry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Smiley's ready, 0-1 on its way. And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Lifted into the air out toward center field. Bermudez is there, and he has it for the first out. Randall McHenry will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Bermudez is there, and these fans won't like that. Randall McHenry will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so If anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
A little tapper.
Hold it here. Hold it here.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end...
Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week. Randall McHenry will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, that's why they call it a batting average. He's been hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, but he had kind of a bad one yesterday.
Here's the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Hey, come on, big dog. Stay hot.
Chad Banks will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play.
And how about that? He's got the second best batting average on this ball. He's having a really nice year for them so far.
Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Randall McHenry. He reached on a single in his first try. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 59 on the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Ready to take his hacks again, Randall McHenry, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Here we go now. One at a time.
Here it comes on 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And another foul ball. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Hey, let's stand up there, huh?
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
Hey, you can do it.
No one out with a runner at second.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Randall McHenry will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Hit hard to short. Lopez takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as Randall McHenry is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning.
Randall McHenry.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Valenzuela has it in his tracks. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Randall McHenry is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. First delivery to him on the way. Into the seats, 0-1. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Come on now, get the pitch up there, kid.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game. And
Wednesday night baseball set to come your way from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set. Rob Bates will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Hammock ranging back at the track, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground. Randall McHenry gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
not only that, but they've got a 2-0 lead here already. So this offense is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff. I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Freddie Hammock will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Bermudez is there, makes the catch, and Ramon Bermudez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Lifted the other way to left center. McHenry on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. Frank Rosado stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McHenry moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Randall McHenry is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Number 24, Randall McHenry.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get the double play. Bo Sterling comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
1 down here, fellas.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. McHenry is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Adam Overton will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put his other ABs behind him.
Fly ball out toward left center. Effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-0 game. Randall McHenry will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Grounded to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
We got nobody, no one down.
Ramon Bermudez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And here's a ball hit in the air. La Stella is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for. Randall McHenry will step in. A ground-out victim as last time.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
No one better. Need you right there.
The 0-1 delivery.
No one better up there.
And, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Clutch up, drive him in right here. You go.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Bermudez ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Boy, you can start polishing up that MVP trophy. 60 home runs for him on the year now. That's just an incredible number. And, you know, he was locked in from day 1. And now that total is just getting up towards being one of the best seasons of all time.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This
About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set. Randall McHenry readies for his first swings in this one. And boy, check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Valenzuela. 1 down. Randall McHenry is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Randall McHenry.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Here you go. Let it fly right here. Hey, let her rip. Here
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fly ball heading for the alley. Taylor sprinting after it, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's 2 away, most likely he scores easily.
Hey, let's go,
Chad
kid. One
Banks
time right here.
stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
Right here, find the ball.
Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0.
Hey, see it,
Chris
Travis?
Taylor
It's gonna be
stands
gone.
in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Set to deliver the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Bermudez is there. Let's see if they test it. The relay throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. Striding into the box, Randall McHenry. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
The 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but
Yeah,
as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the Randall McHenry ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years, 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see he finishes with it.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3. Randall McHenry will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
1 strike.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, come on now. One time. Right here. Need you right here, kid.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, we might see a couple of double takes from hitters on pitches down at the knees, maybe even below the zone.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Sometimes he tends to reward guys that work down.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2.
Hey, like you
Hope
can
you
up
can
there,
get
huh?
him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, let her fly right here.
And another foul ball.
Hey, one pitch right here. On out.
Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. DeShields is there. Makes the play, one away. With a moment now. Digging in to try it again. Randall McHenry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
McHenry.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Randall McHenry will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Santana shading to his right. And that's the third out. Randall McHenry will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Here's the first pitch to him. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep.
0-1, here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I see it. Drive it. Let's go.
Hey, need you right
Here's the
here,
pitch on 2-2. Swinging a liner back
Hey,
through the
make
box.
the turn, make the turn,
And
make the
that'll
turn.
find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Freddie Hammock, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And he missed. So stepping in, Gary Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Here we go. Clutch up for us here.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Santana ranging forward, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Here we go right here. No one better. No one better.
On the ground to the left side.
Make the
Gloved
turn,
by
look,
Arenado.
pick it up.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you. And he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it for EK, Psycho, and the crew. Now from the home of the Rangers, there's a good look at Globe Life Park here in Arlington. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series. Randall McHenry will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
And you know, guys, it's the middle of the summer now, and he's putting together a great season. I just love the way he's been swinging it all year.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over to first, and they got him. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 1-2. And Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Full count. 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
To short, hit hard. Gauthier scoops it up. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. In now, Randall McHenry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Let's go now. One time.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Barnhart has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Randall McHenry makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fly ball, heading for the alley. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Now batting.
Freddie Hammock will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock.
Halfway.
That's what the good ones do.
And no one can get there as it falls. Gary Sanchez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On the ground to the right side. He's got it to second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Striding into the box, Chad Banks. He drew a walk his first time up. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Hey, one time right now.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really getting... Brian James strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely... Standing in now for the Yankees, Tommy La Stella. And he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And he will get him at first on a... Randy Gautier gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Randall McHenry will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And that came after a long battle at the plate. And he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes to Shields, to the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Stepping in, Randall McHenry. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Randall McHenry.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And the catch is made there, 2 gone here in the 9th.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Yankees come out on top 2-0. Afternoon baseball now from the heart of Texas and Globe Life Park in Arlington. Randall McHenry will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, he's going through a stretch right now where he's hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, and that's the reason why his season average is so good right now.
Hit hard to short. Throw to first to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And with that, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Randall McHenry stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit ball towards the hole. In there, a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Freddie Hammock will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. Gary Sanchez is into the box for his second appearance, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
They get the force at the plate. Into the box now, Chad Banks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here. So they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Randall McHenry will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
DeShields is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Nolan Arenado steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hammock arranged to his left as he tracks this one. Randall McHenry comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Let it rip right here.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch.
Hey, one pitch.
And he pops it up, back behind second base. Gautier backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the...
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Randall McHenry will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just one win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching.
Randall McHenry stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Randall McHenry will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just...
Chad Banks digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score, too.
Bounce to first.
Here you go, find the ball,
play
find
at
the
the
ball.
plate, and the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. Chris Taylor digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And he misses with it. Standing in now for the Yankees, Tommy La Stella. And he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. Popped up. Bates is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the base. Randall McHenry gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 62 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Randall McHenry will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long...
And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Steven Strasburg. He's our top player of the game. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Randall McHenry will be our subject. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
Okay. On a warm summer afternoon, we're getting set for baseball from Oriole Park here in Randall McHenry gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And right after the game, they're off to begin a 9-game road trip, so they'd love to finish this homestand off with a victory.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Taylor is in his tracks now. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Robbie Grossman steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Pulled toward right center field. Souza on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double. Randall McHenry is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And another foul ball. swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Randall McHenry will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. And getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready on 1 and 2. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. So he's still got his shutout working here. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Randall McHenry is in that spotlight, and when you draw up what the ideal baseball player would look like, you have to figure he'd look a little bit like this guy. He just continues to excel beyond expectations for such a young player.
Well, I was able to sit down with his manager before the game, and he said that it's not just what he does on the field. He's also a tremendous clubhouse presence for a guy with relatively so little experience. And he's really starting to gain the respect of his teammates and the organization as a whole. I think if he keeps this up, he has a great chance to have a long and successful major league career.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that. A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this 3-game. Randall McHenry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Randall McHenry.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting. Randall McHenry will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And he set down 1 away. Javier Piedra will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats.
Hey, let's roll 2, huh?
He's set. Here's the 0-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. McHenry racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Randall McHenry will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
At it up there, huh?
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Luke, 1 out. Christopher Luke comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
La Stella onto the grass, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Randall McHenry will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. And they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Lays off 1-0.
Come on now, get your pitch up there, kid.
Boy, in a mid-80s fastball that time, but it's a called strike 1-1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Randall McHenry makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Come on now, one time right here.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Piedra has it in his tracks, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game. About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Today, it's the second of the... Randall McHenry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Randall McHenry.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip, so lately they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
And he's retired here, 1 away. Richie Schaefer steps in here to start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. The 1-2 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Taylor is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the 3rd. Randall McHenry will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Peter O'Brien is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. McHenry is under it to put it away, and it's a quick 1 pitch out to begin the 4th. Randall McHenry will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Shot back up the middle, and a base hit as the run will score from 3rd, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0. Steven Souza will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out. Martin Hamby will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
Right now, kid. Here we go.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Luke giving chase. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Freddie Hammock digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2.
He whips on it as it's by him at first. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate. Randall McHenry gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hot shot to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Settling in now, Steven Souza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get into scoring position, but in a tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fellow right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Our final line score.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Now batting, shortstop, Randall McHenry.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
Into the seats, 0-1. 7 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Right here. Come on,
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Hey, see you to rip it up there. All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Drilled down the line. Schaefer over to his left, on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder,
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game. Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Casey Pulido will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hit.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Randall McHenry will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Hey, one time, right now.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, one time, right now, kid. Here we go.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and that's home run number 64 on the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of
it. Randall McHenry will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Going better. Let's go.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend, and he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Freddie Hammock stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout. Chad Banks in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Suarez has got it, and the side is retired. Randall McHenry strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. High and deep to left center field. Polito looking up. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely...
David Garcia will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And Randall McHenry will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats.
Drive that pitch, huh?
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a swing, and he pops him up, right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Frank Ornelas will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
So another exceptional. Stepping in, David Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Archer looks in. Here it is on 0-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Center field number 34.
Casey Pulido will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harris, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top.
No runs, 3 hits.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps player spotlight. Randall McHenry is in that spotlight, coming off a last game in which he was. Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Today the third. Randall McHenry will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 66 on the year. And the Yankees are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now, obviously, this pace won't last, but, man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Randall McHenry digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Randall McHenry.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 2nd home run of the game. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2. Randall McHenry stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And the runner back easily.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh? Hey, get on for us here.
Pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Martin Hamby will be next. This is hit high and deep out to left. Coleman ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon.
Randall McHenry will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Hey,
He's
on,
set. Here
dog.
it comes.
Nobody better.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Hosmer. A double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game. This is the MLB pre. Folks filing into Fenway Park here in Boston on a fine Thursday evening for baseball. Randall McHenry will get his first shot now. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Price pauses. First pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
1-1, here it is. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Betts. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1. Randall McHenry is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Randall McHenry.
Smoke toward third. Reined in. One there. On to Alonso. It's a double play in the inning. Randall McHenry will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
Here you go, find the ball, find the ball.
Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate. Randall McHenry digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Randall McHenry.
Hey, have a rip at it.
Here's the first pitch to him. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Poor base running there. Got him caught the hot box between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for into the box. Randall McHenry, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Designated hitter. Randall.
Chance is set. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Waylock in the hole. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Yeah, give him 3 hits now for the ball game. This one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but I doubt he'll be complaining.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Steven Souza ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
2-1, here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Castillo is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, game 2 of this. Randall McHenry will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 or 5 prior to that.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Stepping in, Randall McHenry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
Inside.
No one out with a runner at second.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
Hit to third.
Come on, come on, come on.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Alexi Amarista. He flew out in his last at-bat. high in the air out to center field. McHenry has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Randall McHenry gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And that misses 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Here we go now, one at a time.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Hey, one time, right now.
Left field and deep. Lamar ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Freddie Hammock will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yankees force. Will Waylock, the hitter now, 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Now that's popped up, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Luis Carrasco digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McHenry is under it, 2 down. Randall McHenry is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Porcello into the windup. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. One away.
Now batting.
And this guy, of course, looking at
Randall McHenry will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And the 2-out threat will not come to. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely...
And in a tie ball game late, they're going to make a move here as we'll see a pinch runner come on at first base.
Hey, no one better. Need your
Brett Wallace stands in now with one down and a runner at first. That would be the go-ahead run if they can find a way to get him all the way around. Double play is in order, however.
Yeah, he has definitely got to look for something up in the strike zone and drive the ball to the out.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Tommy LaStella has come into the ballgame now. And, guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park. Randall McHenry will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
You can tell he's got sinker on the mind because he definitely undercut that one.
Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Ashe is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. Yankees.
Hey, you got it. No one better.
Randall McHenry is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Randall McHenry will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
All right, come on now.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And that sinker is normally where he gets most of his ground ball outs. But it really hasn't been all that effective a pitch so far.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Oh, and this ball is launched out to left field. The only question is the height, but he's got plenty of that, too. It's long gone, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 69 as he creeps closer. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Randall McHenry will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
Right guy, right place. Keep it here.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Good, looking good. No one better out there.
Belted high in the air out to left. Gone. Over the monster for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game, as it is now 7-3. And we get another look here. He is now in elite company with home run number 70 right there. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see it.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Randall McHenry is in that spotlight as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in. Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series. Randall McHenry will dig in here, and they'll likely pitch carefully to him as he's coming off that 2-home run contest just 24 hours ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Kiermaier has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out, and he is in there. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, EK? Kevin Kiermaier will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. McHenry racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Randall McHenry is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Kiermaier is back, and he'll get there to make.
Hey, we got one out here.
Christopher Luke stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Sent out to straightaway center field.
You got ball, you got ball, you got ball.
McHenry is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Hey, we got
Elmer Corona is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. McHenry sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play, and Kevin Kiermaier is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hicks is after it. He's there and records the first out. Randall McHenry will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
0-1.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine. Oh, just a sec. What a play. One there. Just late. He's safe.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Great effort defensively and a nice job of hustling down the line there.
Oh, man, this would have been one heck of a double play.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Hammock. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Take a turn. Look, look, look.
Up next for the Yankees.
And all I can think here is that he lost that one against the roof at the last second.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
Chad Banks digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Luke. And he makes the catch for the second out. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
And for a third baseman.
All right, come on now.
Randall McHenry stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Kevin Kiermaier will come forward now at a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
High in the air out to center field. McHenry is there. Let's see if they try it. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now.
And the key here was just to get an...
Leading off the inning, Will Machado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Swinging a little blooper to center. McHenry over to his right. He's got it one away. So striding in, number 11, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. In to score from third is the tying run.
You're out here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Hammock is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors at some of the activity in nearby Tampa. Rich Lopez is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Randall McHenry will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. He's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so...
Striding in to start the ninth, Steve Casto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And it's a base hit, and just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the ninth. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits.
Baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the New York Yankees. Randall McHenry will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season, up over 350 entering play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra
All right,
bases.
hang on.
And they're going to
Right
take
here,
a
right
1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape.
Freddie Hammock will stride in now. And as you can see, he's currently 6th in the American League in home runs.
Boy, this guy's having a big year putting up the power numbers. Certainly going to help him out when it comes to negotiating that new contract at the end of the year.
Kiermaier is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Javier Hiedra will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Souza moves to his right and puts this one away. Kevin Kiermaier will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one can corral that one. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Randall McHenry is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s.
2-1.
You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And the pitch on 2-1.
Hey, come on,
a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field, but folks, words cannot describe how badly you got pulled on that pitch.
Come on now, get the 2-ball right here.
Richie Schaefer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Rich Lopez gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends. Randall McHenry steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Randall McHenry.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Hard liner towards short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him.
Freddie Hammock will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Ground ball right side. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Gary Sanchez will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. 3-0 pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Chad Banks digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Hold up right here.
And the run is in to score from second, make it 5-1. Randall McHenry, ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
No ball.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. McHenry is retired, 2 down now. Will Machado will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
McHenry is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Into the box now, Randall McHenry, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Center fielder, Randall McHenry.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Luke has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through when it mattered. Wound up driving in 3 runs, and they were important ones as it helped lead him to the victory.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Randall McHenry gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And this is the final game of the homestand before they hit the road for 7 games, so you can bet they'd like to head out on a winning note.
Luke is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Randall McHenry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. He creeps closer now. His 71st on the season. And the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base.
So stepping in, number 24, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Good pitch right here. Here we go.
Trying to hold the lead. Into the seats, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. Luke is over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Randall McHenry gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Come on now, one time, right here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch out. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want.
We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Here it's the second of this 4-game series. Randall McHenry readies for his first swings in this one. And boy, check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, wait for
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. EK, as the Jays take the field here tonight. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Randall McHenry is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to left, and he is one shy of immortality now. 72 on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going, and now they stretch the lead out even further.
Casey Pulido will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pulled toward right center field. McHenry is in pursuit. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only one. Randall McHenry steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time. I'll work it ahead.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Come on, big guy.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Gomes has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Randall McHenry will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
Now the 0-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third. Randall McHenry is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning.
Center fielder, Randall McHenry.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw. At the plate, Dalton Pompey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air, and he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. Casey Polito makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player. The show's got baseball for you on a Saturday night, north of the border here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Randall McHenry will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Eric, who should we keep an eye on? Randall McHenry is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Tap down the line. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting,
Randall McHenry will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Solo shot to right center, and that'll tie him for the all-time record. 73 on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
And that home run, obviously a big one, as he has now tied the record for most home runs in a season. One more, and he'll become the all-time record holder.
Stepping in, Eric Hosmer. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking.
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Randall McHenry will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
All right, come on now. Let it fly.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Out in front of it, strike one.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Cecil comes set. Here's the 0-1.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Garcia to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The runner scores from second. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 5-0 lead.
Oh, and a big swing of the bat right there. And he would have loved a 3-run homer, and he didn't miss that one by a whole lot, because this is going to be off the wall out there. But as far as the consolation,
Freddie Hammock gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And he takes ball 4. Gary Sanchez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Elias Diaz will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Hey now.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Swing and a little blooper to center, and he can't track it down. A base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Casey Polito will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And here's a ball hit in the air. La Stella is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Randall McHenry comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course.
Here we go, clutch up for us here.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Coleman ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. And there it is. Randall McHenry is the new single-season home run king. He now cruises around the bases knowing he's just toppled a long-standing record, one regarded as the jewel of Major League achievements. What a thrill for us to witness, and as you can tell, the fans are certainly grateful as well.
And you have to wonder what is going through his head right now, Matty. The home run record is one of the most hallowed records in all of sport. Well, take a curtain call, big fella. You definitely earned it.
Yeah, and guys, this is one of the reasons why this is such a hallowed record. As you just said, Eric, it's because it requires such a ridiculous level of consistency throughout an entire season. I mean, he flat out didn't go through a home run hitting slump at all. And if he had, we would not be witnessing the momentous occasion right now. And he will always be remembered.
Avisail Garcia
ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and he botches it.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 11-2. Good night from Toronto.
For the Blue Jays, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show. And as we draw closer to first pitch here in the finale of this 4-game set, we present the Topps Player Spotlight. Randall McHenry is in the glow as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games he won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series. Randall McHenry will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Randall McHenry.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Ness gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Yankees nothing. Randall McHenry stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
See it driving.
Line drive to left. Coleman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half.
So stepping in, number 24, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Trying to hold the lead. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Let's go.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Now the throw.